Lines to indicate the eyelid and also the bottom of the eye. We're going to start drawing the eyeballs themselves, the irises. So that's one. Now, here's the thing. We're not drawing a complete circle. We're actually, if you do a complete circle, meaning that you can see the top of the circle of the iris, it makes the person look really frightened or scared, like their eyes are really wide, okay? And we don't want to necessarily make the person frightened. We're trying to prevent fear and combat fear. So the eyelid, the top of the eyelid is going to cover part of the iris and part of the pupil too as well. Okay, so we're working now on the left-hand side. We've just drawn kind of the iris. Doing a little tear duct right there. Little curve, boom. Just an indication. Okay. And now we're going to draw the pupil. And the pupil, depending on time of day or the amount of sun, how big it's going to be. And we're going to give a little cast light right here. We're going to leave a little bit of cast light. There's a reflection off of there. Okay, this is going to make your eyeball look realistic in a lot of senses. So, to the shading. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a measurement from the middle here, where I have this line here, and then also the outside of the eye. And I'm going to rotate down. And so my nose, bottom of my nose is going to go there. Okay? I'm going to take another measurement from here to the outside of my placeholder for the face and rotate down this way. And this is where the middle of my lips is going to go. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw lines straight down from the inside of the right-hand eye, inside the left-hand eye. And within this space here is going to be my nose. Okay? Within this space here, from the middle of the eyes down, is going to be the outside of my mouth. I know, right now it looks really creepy, but we'll get there. Itself, of a nose, two nostrils, and this two sides of the nose. So I'm going to erase one side of those circles so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Kind of a cute little bunny nose kind of thing going on. Again, our light source is going to be coming from the right-hand side, so we're going to get into shading a little bit later, okay? But that's our nose. Now, the next thing what we're going to do is we're going to kind of dress the mouth, okay? The mouth, we're going to do a small circle here. So we're doing the top lip first, okay? We're going to do another circle here. Another circle here. Okay. 1 and 2. Okay. So here's the thing that's going to happen. We're going to draw this. This is that little divot kind of from your nose down to the top of your lip. Okay. And we're going to pull this and use these circle references to build the top of our lip. You guys see that? And then also kind of mimic that shape. And down. Can you guys see that? Actually, they curve out. All right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to give her a part right there. And where our kind of generic top of our head is, we're actually going to go a little bit above that, because that's what happens with hair, is that, it's above your skull. It isn't like something that just grows flat. So, light source, again, coming from the right-hand side. So we're going to start to use shading and value shading to create that illusion of depth in 3D. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to start shading in one direction all the areas that I know are going to be in shadow, Okay, so first things first, these areas here, when you use your finger to blend, what you're doing is you're mixing your oils that your skin secretes. I know it sounds gross, but you're actually creating an oil paint when you do that. And so when I see a kid who's blending with their finger and then they complain, I can't erase, I made a mistake, I can't erase the shading I just did. It's because you just made an oil paint, guy. Now I'm going this way, but now I'm going to switch more to a vertical. Connect certain areas, but mostly I'm just going to use the lines themselves to create that illusion, and also the value and pressure that I put onto the page with the graphite. See that? Okay. So that way you get a sense of, how it should look, how you want it to look. Okay. Hi, Ruby. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to create some middle value lines going across here, preserving some of the white of the page too as well. Okay. And then I'm going to, again, use those darker, purposeful lines that are also showing the direction of the hair, of where it's going. Create that illusion of hair. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going through and quickly finishing the hair. Okay, so I'm going to redraw some lines here because they're bugging me. Of depth. A shadow on the ear. And I hope you guys can look at this and use it as a primer, to be as a springboard for learning more ways and how to do this. We're getting to the very end here. So this is going to be the third live stream drawing that I've